Hey there, John Ferguson Smart here. A few folk have been asking me what do I think of all these modern fancy record replay or so-called low-code or no-code tools that we see coming out onto the market. What I say is they're great if you're a tool vendor. They're much easier to sell than a lot of hard work automating complicated test cases, that's for sure. But are they useful? Now that's a good question. The way I see it is that any tool that requires you to have a working feature, to have a working piece of your application running somewhere before you can start writing your test scripts, that will slow you down. That is not something that is very good if you're doing an agile approach to your projects. Now, if you're working on an existing system, if you're doing regression tests, if you're working on a legacy application, maybe if you're working on a vendor provided solution, off-the-shelf software where you don't have control over the features, where it's a lot of configuration, then some of these tools might be helpful. If, on the other hand, you are working on your own in-house software where you're building features yourself, where your requirements are very specific to your needs and you're building something that actually responds to those requirements, then automating after the fact with these tools is of limited value. You'll get much more bang for your buck if you take things much earlier and try and think about how do you start your automation before you start your development, and then you drive through automation right through to the end. Now, some people often, they hear managers say, we're going to do manual testing because the automation takes too long. And those people I hear that had bad experiences with automation, taking a lot of time and a lot of resources, time and effort resources, to get right and to maintain. And that does happen. It happens a lot with these tools where you do things after the fact. Even if they are allegedly low code, we've got to remember that the speed to write a test is not the same as the speed to maintain it. And maintenance can become a big issue. But in general, what I try and do is, if you're working on new features, I do try and shift things much earlier and start to think about the minimal set of automation working down into the system that will give you confidence and allow you to get faster feedback cycles and deliver value earlier, rather than waiting to the end and thinking about how can I automate all these manual tests that I've written. So that's my take on all these low-code, no-code tools. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day.